Hey there, it's Mark. I did a review of the Rails Extreme set from Cuba Maze. They sent that to me so I can review it. Here is that all set up just like they, well, not quite just how they have in the instructions. I did it how they had it in the instructions, but if you watch that video, one of the tubes kept popping off. As a matter of fact, this purple tube right here is supposed to be connected to this part right here. The problem is the pressure of the tube, the weight, and it coming down, it was pushing on this part right here, going over to that green square, and it was just too much pressure for it to hang on. It just kept causing this, the weight kept causing this to pop up. So I turned around and said, you know what? I can do what I want to do. I can make the layout how I want. Take this off, and I put it right there, hooked it up to the yellow. I keep calling it orange. They call it yellow. Kind of looks orange to me. There's another duplicate part exactly like this. As a matter of fact, that purple part, that's how it's supposed to be. That's how they had it set up. It comes down, comes across, hooks up to this rail right here, and then it goes to this square, exactly like that. Instead, I changed that, and I hooked it with, which would basically be here. And this one, this is under quite a bit of pressure as it is too, so I might wind up changing. See, you push that, comes apart. Look, it works. It just means that you're going to have to keep tightening it up. Well, this one kept working. The other side, forget about the other side. I just took it off. So why did I make it? Why didn't I title the video Bricks? Well, because in order, you probably worked with construction toys, right? Legos or Duplo. Brick walls. What's a brick wall? It's nice and sturdy. All the bricks are interlocked with each other. You probably have some construction toys where you've done stuff like this. Look at this nice brick wall. Everything's interlocked, and you see I alternate. There's not a straight line. Right here, you can see there's a straight line going up. Well, what happens if they're not interlocked? They don't stay upright very well. Well, what happens if you interlock them like this? See how this one's interlocked like this? They're not straight up and down. So this one ties these two together. This one's helped tying these two together. So it's a nice brick wall. It's all hooked together. And it definitely makes it more sturdy. The bottom of the Rails Extreme set, 1 leg or feet, 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 feet, 4 feet, has 4 feet on the ground. So it makes it nice and sturdy, just like a tripod. 3 legs, it's easy to stand up. But when you have things hooked up to only a couple parts, it kind of makes it a little fragile. It's okay, because you know that it might happen. So I thought I would go ahead and use these parts. I'm going to take this apart and make something different, and then make it a little bit more tight so that we don't have these parts here that are just barely hooked into one piece. When you assemble your structure, you're going to start realizing that, you know what, some of the parts only have a couple connection points. Like this part, you see this bridge right here, only connects right here, and it connects right here on the yellow side, right here. Yeah, there's a lot of spots to where it only has a couple connection pieces. It does all come back down into the middle here, so this part is a bit more sturdy. There is a center pole going down the middle, so that's pretty sturdy. But now it's time to take it apart, and we're just going to do something else. Let me see, it's going to... Hey, that's actually pretty sturdy. Look at that. I thought it was just going to crumble apart. Look at that. I'm pushing pretty hard on it. But you can take it apart, no problem. Oh, look at that part. It only had 2 connection parts. I don't know if you remember it. I think it was aqua and violet. Only has those 2. That's the part that I think fell over in the video when they did it. So what I'm going to do, this is a, what do they call them? The ones, it's not a, uh-oh. Okay, I'll carefully take this apart now, and I'm going to put something else together. Ta-da! There's my first creation. Yeah, I have a crooked finger. You would have noticed sooner or later. I talked about it over on Race Screws, if you want to check that out. Now, I used some interlocking brick concepts like I was talking about with the brick wall. We'll show right here. You see this orange part right here? This orange part is actually not in use. It's actually helping the left side and the right side stay together. Both sides are actually the same. Marble comes down this way. This is just a straight through. Now this aqua part, it's hard to see, but there's 3 parts. This one in the middle is actually a 2-way. So when it gets to here, it goes either left or right. The one on the end, I put this one right here, because sometimes the marbles would go fast. They come down, they go to here, then they go to here, and I want them to go left or right, but sometimes they'd go ba-doop, 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 ah, right out. So I put a 1-way right there. So this way, if they do fly this way, it's a 1-way, and then they come right back. They'll go left or right, like I said, and then drop into here. By the way, both sides are the same, so it's going to be like a race. Then it drops to here, goes here. One has a hole or center. I forgot what it was called, like a vortex. Drops down, goes into here, comes back on this rail. This rail has the same thing. I got to look. 1-way, then to here. I forgot where they go from here. But anyways, coming back, and then you can see at the end, I have 2 spots for the marbles. So it's just going to be a race, marbles coming down, and which side's going to get more marbles. I'm probably going to build this up more. I want a little bit more of a stunt in here. I don't want to give away my secret just yet. But let's go ahead and give it a run. I have 5 marbles. This way, well, if you know races, you probably can figure out why I picked 5 marbles. There you go, worked pretty good. Now, sometimes they still might pop out, but I built some fail safes to where if they do go too far, like right here, if it goes too far, here's a 1-way for it to kind of go, ah, and then he's saved, and he comes back in. Let's go ahead and do it again. 5 marbles. Gotta make sure real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, yep, 5. Set, go. There you go. Let's take a look at it from a different angle. Each time I will be using 5 marbles. Wow, blue got 4 this time. Another time, 5 marbles, maybe a little slow-mo. Blue got 4 again. Let's do a close-up of the other side. I'm going to have to come up with a better solution for a white piece, because the Cuba maze definitely looks better with white pieces. There you go. It looks better centered. That time I had 2 marbles pop out. 1, 2. Maybe we can see it in the slow-mo. For the record, that last time, green got 2, blue had 1. 5 marbles, new angle. That's interesting. I do it a couple times, side to side, nothing pops out. And then I switch to this angle, all of a sudden it's popping out. Well, I see why it was popping out on the left. I had started tinkering with another path right here. And so when they come down, normally they would come down here, and then right here, I usually would use a 1-way. This way the marble, here you see a 1-way, it's just 1-way. If the marble did pop up into here like this, it would roll back out, but I started tinkering with something else, and so I put an L right there. You can see the L. So it was popping in, and then, hey, I got a road to go that way, and it would pop right out. So I could fix this, just put this right here. But I might be changing it. This is just the first step of me trying to build a new race. A lot of you know me from being a toy car collector, especially Hot Wheels. Collect a lot of Hot Wheels, and I do the case unboxing videos. check out this Lamborghini. The metal, it did not fully form when it went to the injection molding. Yeah, it's missing part of the metal in the roof. It didn't fill the hole. It happens, you know, what can you say? It happens. Well, check this out. I was looking at my parts. This Cubamaze part, look, these, nice, all the way to the top, all the way to the top, all the way to the, hey, I'm missing part of the plastic. It did not fully form. It's the only one that I found like this. Hey, already I found an error. Thank you for joining me on Marble Grooves. Subscribe so that my videos show up in your subscription feed. And if you want to get notifications, turn on the bell icon. Thank you for watching. Happy building and have fun with your toys. Bye bye.